What's up, everyone? Kyle here. Now this video is going to be about something very powerful that's happening right now in our world. And it's something that I believe that if you're smart enough, you can truly take advantage of it while the soup is still warm, still sizzling. It's a huge transfer of wealth from something that no one saw coming. And over the years, it's competing against the IMF and fiat currency, gold and silver, and precious metals, and has been one of the most controversial yet interesting transfers of wealth in history since the 1600s. And that thing, my friend, is called cryptocurrency and the Bitcoin revolution. And I know that a lot of people who are watching this video right now are probably familiar with Bitcoin. They understand what Bitcoin can do, but maybe they don't know how to securely get it. Maybe they don't know the kind of source to get it from, or they don't know who to trust. And that's where I come in today, because I'm going to tell you the certain blockchain technology that I'm using right now. A blockchain wallet / exchange technology where you can buy and sell cryptocurrency securely from the comfort of your own home or computer or mobile device. But I want to go a little bit back for a second, and I want you to kind of look into how our world changed, and it's currently changing right now in circa 2017, 2018, and beyond, and into the 2020s. What's going on in these tech companies? The top five, your Facebook, your Twitter, Alibaba, Uber, Hotels.com. I want you to look at this concept. Facebook is a huge media provider, but it doesn't even create content. Alibaba is a huge and successful billion-dollar inventory company, but doesn't own any inventory. Uber, one of the hugest, most successful apps and taxi companies in the world, and yet they don't even own a car. Airbnb is like a hotel and accommodation business, billion-dollar industry, and they don't even own real estate. And of course, there are other products out there that are digital, like the new games that are out, an app game industry where people sign up for free, play a game, and then through microtransactions, these game companies are making billions of dollars off of their players. So why am I telling you this, and how is this relatable to the narrative of what this huge transfer of wealth is all about? Well, when it comes to technology, the world is changing because digital products are the wave of the future. Microtransaction digital products and digital currency is going to run shit. It's going to run shit. Let's take Bitcoin, for example. Back in 2008, right? Or 2008, Bitcoin was conceptualized out of the frustration of the global economic recession and the inflation of fiat currency, and how the old guys, the Rothschilds and the banking cartels of the world, and the banking families and establishments were practically the most powerful oligarchs in finance and monetary means of the world today. The IMF is probably one of the biggest subsidiaries of many banks that run throughout Europe and, first world Asian countries, and of course the Americas. Federal Reserve is a subsidiary of the IMF, right? Well, think of Bitcoin as a separate entity with their own digital fiat currency that is untraceable, anonymous, and tax-free. At least that what it was back in 2008. And people who caught on early made investments in it when it was only $9. I'm talking back in 2012, when Bitcoin was $9 a piece. And you go back to that time, if people bought $100 worth of Bitcoin, how much money do you think they have today? Bitcoin is a big deal. It's huge because those who invested early and got in are now millionaires. And some people are billionaires. There was somebody in Dubai who bought billions and billions and billions of dollars of Bitcoin. They are super rich in the Bitcoin world. And the reason why Bitcoin was created was it was like a protest to the IMF and to the Rothschild and Rockefeller dynasties and the families who owned the Bank of England and these other huge financial institutions. And so now, because cryptocurrency is in and is soaring high, you have mainstream media outlets talking about the power of Bitcoin and the people who invested in it. It's gotten to a point where, because of it being unregulated and breaking the rules and regulations of what current fiat systems we have now are playing in, that the American IRS and other tax havens and other tax related services are trying to find a way to get the piece of the pie and take money from those. So what's the solution? And what's happening right now in the Bitcoin transfer of wealth? There's a lot of people have been asking me how you can buy Bitcoin, where you can get Bitcoin. But the truth is, if you invest Bitcoin now, you'll make a little bit in return, but not a whole lot. Not if you're investing like $6 or $9 or anything like that. But there are other cryptocurrencies that are competing against Bitcoin, where you can buy and trade and get in now before those cryptocurrencies become as Bitcoin is. The only difference is the cryptocurrencies and that I'm talking about were developed much better, are measured and calculated much more cohesively, and have less to zero problems like the earlier days of Bitcoin, back when its digital measure wasn't really, very equal. So the reason why all this is happening is because there's a major shift right now. And that shift is going to, without a shadow of a doubt, create wealth for people who were not able to be wealthy before. But you got to take advantage of it. Now, I invite you to be a part of that revolution, where you have the opportunity, unprecedentedly at the moment, to invest in other cryptocurrencies and in Bitcoin, but other cryptocurrencies that are cheap and affordable, that are now going up in price and going up in value right now, where you can also benefit and become wealthy from that through a blockchain wallet/exchange service that is 110% secured and is one of the major ways to exchange and buy and sell digital currency right now on the market. And in the description below, you will have access to trading, buying, and selling digital currency. And you don't have to mind it, and you don't have to do any of that other stuff. If you have some money to invest, you can just invest in it. Mining is great. Mining works. However, as this currency becomes more and more regulated, you may not be able to do that anymore. Your safest bet is to use this blockchain service, wallet, and exchange to buy and sell cryptocurrency. Now, I'm all about being a digital entrepreneur, and I've been that way since 2008. Around the same time, Bitcoin was in inception. And I'm way ahead of my time because I understand trends and I understand what's happening now and what will happen in the next couple of years. Guys, you no longer have job security. You no longer have the ability to confidently go to work knowing that you're going to have that job. Because that job that you have now, rather it's a low sector minimum wage job or something that's high paying and career fulfilling, could be gone tomorrow under your feet and you could be in the unemployment line or little to nothing. Pensions are shrinking. 401ks are disappearing before people's eyes, and policies of those 401ks are long gone in most companies now. This is a serious matter that you must take with the utmost and preservative measure, because when you look into what's happening now and how there's a government shutdown and how we're over $20 trillion in debt already, according to the debt clock that I've checked recently, we are basically screwed. Our country's screwed. We're already in debt. We might as well just be our fiat currency is gone. The reason why you keep hearing about Bitcoin is because that is what's happening next. Fiat currency is dead. Paper money is gone. Are you connecting? Those eras are dead. What's about to happen in 2018 will be nothing short of phenomenal. And the transfer of wealth for those who get it will be secured, and those who don't will be fucked. So I have presented you with two choices today. I want you to think about your future, and I want you to think about your grandchildren's future, and their future, and their future. We're not in the gold standard anymore, and fiat currency, paper money, IOUs, it's so inflated that it's worth zero to no money anymore. A dollar now is probably no better than a penny. And the government is about to shut down. And it has been doing this for several years. We are already in an economic collapse. It hasn't been presented in the media, but it has already happened. So you have a choice. And your choice is to go to the description below of this video and sign up for Coinbase. Invest in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the new currency Litecoin, which the last two that I mentioned are actually much more developed than Bitcoin. And keep investing in that with your IOUs and your current fiat currency so that you can also have a future and be a part of this huge transfer of wealth, or be left in the dust, crying, starving, and broke. The choice is yours. I'll leave it up to you. Are you smart enough to get the message? Or are you naive and just going to be passive and say, whatever? I'm basically telling y'all how y'all going to invest in Bitcoin. Y'all wanted to know where you can get Bitcoin? Go to the description below. That's how you get Bitcoin. I'm done.